It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin's Wharf, Fenway Park, Old North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Boom.
Boom. That song. Telling you, Mike.
You see the same thing every morning, dude. I know. It gets
Love it.
Going.
Love it.
Yeah. Wow. What a day yesterday with all the filings, huh?
Dude, it was raining. It was raining filings, but
it was raining paper.
Wow.
I mean, all the shit that they're like, I can't believe in July last year that they actually did a reconstruction at Wood Meadows with the Traverse and the fucking Benjamin with Paul O'Keefe there and his buddy. What? So that just tells me one thing in my mind, that Paul O'Keefe was doubting or trying to figure this out. He's trying to. That's like the wheels are spinning.
Mike, it ain't hard. It ain't hard to figure out.
No, it's not really.
It's common sense. A lot of it.
Right. I'm just so excited about what's. Good morning, Kev. I'm just so excited about what's transpiring. Like, you know, Bettero coming on board.
Yep, that's huge.
You know, the filings of Mike Proctor fucking still under investigation because Texas, you know, read aloud.
Why is he worried about anything? If he did the right thing, it should be no worries in any way, shape, manner, form. In any way, Mike. None. Right. He shouldn't worry zero. But he was worried. Why?
Well, I don't know. You want to play that video? I'll probably tell you a little bit of reason why.
Yeah, we got a couple videos we want to play.
Have you ever watched the Microdots? Well, sit back, grab your popcorn and your coffee, because they just dropped two good ones lately. And
we got them all queued up here.
Yeah.
So, listen real quick before we do any Microdot stuff. Housekeeping. That little like button, that works. Little thumbs up button helps.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
right, you guys in the chat, awesome. I spoke to a pizza place yesterday.
Woohoo!
So tomorrow at noon, we're inviting you all to come over and have some pizza. I'll buy you a pizza. We're gonna buy you. We're gonna buy you a pizza.
Pizza party.
Yep.
Yes.
12 to 2. It's at a place in Abington called Deanne's. Deannes. Deanne's. It's right in the intersection of 123 and 58.
Did they serve hard liquor there?
I think they got a full bar. It's a sports bar.
Do they have Keno?
They got Keno. Definitely have Keno there. So,
because I know Kevin from South Boston definitely won't go. This is Keno and the hard booze.
Keno.
No, yeah, people are talking about that. Yeah, we're talking about like the later the better, because you know what, people have jobs.
Yep. But there's some people that can work nights and that can come and join us. So at 12 o'clock tomorrow at Deanne's, we're gonna buy some pizza.
Take your lunch break, drive down, grab a couple slices or whatever.
Yep.
Hang out with the crew.
Say hi.
Say hi to us. Yeah, we'll be there. You can drop some donations off if you want.
Karen.
Tommy knows how to do that stuff. I'm not aware. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna raise some money tomorrow, eating some pizza. I can eat pizza.
And we're gonna live stream from there also. They allowed us to live stream.
Jeez. So We're gonna be like the EEI sports guys, like down
I'm
in
telling you,
Florida.
Mike. People watch us
know?
eat pizza.
They watch us play golf.
They see. They'll watch us ski too. We got to get skiing soon. So
We
yeah.
can
So
talk about
tomorrow
that.
at 12 to 2, Deanne's Abington, and we'll talk
Maybe
about
we can. Maybe
some
you can
more.
post it somewhere. You can post it
Yes.
somewhere, the actual address or something.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
This will be a first for us. A location stream for me, anyways. You go to locations all the time, but
this will be like a little lunch thing. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, hang out. Nice place. They got good food, good pizza.
Do they have good pizza? I've never had pizza on there.
Yep. They're on par with all the other ones.
So that's your first. So that's your first pizza place. We got to find one for next week as well.
We'll keep looking.
Well,
I got some ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I figure if we stay around the local area, that the people that they'll follow us around somewhat.
They'll get free lunch on Fridays.
There you go. It works. Pizza. So
no chicken
that's going to be great. No chicken palm. No chicken palm.
No.
So that's a good thing there. Okay, we have some Microdot stuff that we absolutely have to play. If you have subscribed to Microdot, absolutely, please. I won't let you watch it. You can't watch it unless you subscribe.
Yeah, put your notifications on. Yeah, definitely.
Such amazing work. Really,
Mark, thank you for the $10, buddy. Yeah. Enjoy the pizza, you pricks. I told you. Someone DM'd me yesterday. I forget who it was. Like, you retired bastards. Yeah, I can't make it. That's too early. So maybe one of these nights we'll do like a late night or an evening stream or something on a Friday.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we can. And we can always adjust the times, Mike. So we're flexible like that. It's not a big.
What we should do is find a breakfast place.
Oof. That too. I mean, I know there's one in Whitman. We could maybe. It's kind of small.
Yeah, they get busy. Those places.
They have a Friendlies right at the right in Middleborough.
Fuck corporate.
I know, but that's right off the highway. Yeah. Like right off the highway. Get off the highway, it's right there.
Around the 495.
495 in Middleborough there.
For the 44 and stuff all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where it is. Man, we can go out west. We can go to like Shelby Way, Western Mass, but that'd be like
that's a ride.
Like, remember the omelet factory?
Yes, I remember that. That was in what was that in Marshfield? Pembroke, Marshfield. Yep.
Oh yeah,
factory. It was always open.
Oh, late night, dude. It was awesome.
After 12 o'clock midnight, it was best.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Stacy, thank you very, very, very much. Pizza.
Wow. Don't eat a pizza. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if people want to donate, if they just go to KarenReed.net, they can do it that way.
Yeah.
Or if you want to put it in a bucket, and then Tom will just take it and put it.
We'll count it all up and make a donation right then and there.
It'll be all about. Yeah, I just don't like. I hate cash. I hate cash. Like, cash is just crazy. Like,
it is, but at the same time, if it's all in front of you and it's in the cameras on it, and you count it in front of everybody, then there's no issue. It's actually better.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some Microdots, dude. Let's get
all right. Let's start with
we were looking at the Traverse leaving yesterday at One Meadows.
Yeah.
There's a great picture I sent you too in your inbox as well that someone made yesterday.
Which one do you want to do first?
If you play the second Microdots one, the one of the queue.
Yeah, the secret, the meeting at Lanks.
Yes, this is
okay.
Good.
All right, so good. Buckle up.
Well done, dude.
This is next level. He's taking it to another level. This guy.
This is unbelievable.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I didn't need time to make up a story because I have the truth of why we went.
And the truth, according to you, is you pulled up at Michael Lang's house. The first responding officer and friends of the Alberts had a meeting with him the next day that was never reported to anybody for any purpose.
I
just met with his wife out in the car while the car was home for 45 minutes to an hour. That's your story.
it's not a story, it's the truth. Carrie dropped her daughter off. The wife came out. Carrie is a talker. They started talking. A tragedy had happened the day before.
It is interesting, would you not agree, that the day before you had this off-the-books meeting at Michael Lang's house, Nicole Albert says, we'll get more info tomorrow, meaning the very day you show up at Lang's house.
Again, I never spoke with Mike Lang at his house. It was not an off-the-books meeting. It was Carrie dropping her daughter at one of her good friends' house, whose husband happens to be a Canton cop.
Jen is confronted with phone location data that places her at Officer Lang's home for approximately 1 hour, the day after John was killed. It also indicates that she stopped at 34 Fairview just minutes before, presumably to pick up Nicole.
We didn't stop by. Maybe Carrie slowed down, but we did not stop by 34.
The information the sisters were after was so sensitive that they refused to risk discussing it over text and insisted on meeting with Michael Lang in person. For the third-party suspects and Norfolk officials, communication would prove to be an ongoing challenge, especially once they became aware of the federal investigation about 1 year later. Inevitably, every criminal organization must grapple with this and know the safest way to communicate is face-to-face. However, it becomes a serious issue when you're caught meeting with individuals you have no legitimate reason to be associated with, like a witness visiting the home of an investigator.
Did you have any conversation before your testimony today with anybody about you going to Michael Lang's house on January 30th? Anybody?
Alan Jackson already knows. The answer is
Yes.
Tell me about that. Who was it and when?
and that's because the secret meeting between Jen McCabe, Nicole Albert, and Michael Lang was never known until a report was produced for the first trial. Jen will describe the circumstances in which she recently became aware.
It was a couple of weeks ago at the DA's office.
At this early stage, they were already acting as seasoned conspirators. To fully grasp this, you must first understand exactly how tense things were for the first 5 days, until Karen was arraigned on February 2nd. They were trapped in an agonizing limbo, unsure if their involvement would be exposed. At any moment, the situation could unravel disastrously. Information was scarce, yet critically valuable. This is why it was crucial for Jen, husband Matt, Brian, and Nicole Albert to stay coordinated through their group chat, and why Matt McCabe acted as a lookout, texting them a message that read, "Troopers back out front, but in front of Asian house," and trying to get a picture for Brian. It also explains why Jen gleefully reported back to them that Carrie was sticking to the script during her police interview, telling them everything. And Proctor is already sending his friends hate-filled text messages targeting Karen and boasting about the untouchable status of Boston cops. Julie Albert was so relieved at Karen's arrest that she vocalized her desire to reward Michael Proctor with a gift, while Chris Albert was being instructed to tell the media that the guy never came into the house and to ask questions. They each had their role, and until Karen was placed in handcuffs, they were teetering on the knife's edge. Every move carried the weight of potential disaster, where even the smallest misstep could trigger catastrophic consequences. Jen goes on to describe her meeting at the DA's office, where she found out she's been caught at Lang's home.
Mr. Lally, Miss McLaughlin, Steve Nelson, Trooper Brian Tully, I believe, and another woman, I can't remember her name, unfortunately. My daughter Allie came with me also.
Why?
It was a casual meeting to explain this process.
What did Mr. Lally show you?
He showed me nothing. Mr. Lally was not there when this conversation happened. Brian Tully told me.
Trooper told you. What exactly did he tell you?
The reason you went to Lang's. Figure it out.
He said, "Did you go to Michael Lank's on January 30th?" And at first I said, "No, I've never been to his house." And then I thought about it and I said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I did go there." And that was the extent of the conversation.
Trooper Tully had you come down for an interview. He confronted you with a fact that had never been disclosed before, to wit, you showed up at Michael Lank's house, and when you said, "Yeah, oh yeah, hang on," I think your words were, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I think I did go there." And he didn't ask a follow-up question.
What does Jen do when she's cornered, being asked unexpected questions she never prepared answers for? She knows her story makes no sense. Inside the conference room, the DA's attorneys pretend everything's above board and legitimate, but they're keeping a second set of books, to be discussed with only certain individuals, more discreetly. Even a master manipulator like Jen can't fabricate an entire honest conversation about the report off the top of her head, and she certainly can't reveal what Tully really said to her. So she reverses it and blames Jackson.
He was there. You're spinning all of this.
Ma'am, I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't spin. There's a judge here to make sure that I don't spin. I'm asking you a question. It's very direct.
I do not believe he asked me a follow-up question.
So that was the end of that conversation about Michael Lang, correct?
Correct.
How?
Wow, dude. Hey, did she say Lally was there in the first part of the clip and then said he wasn't there? Like halfway through when she was saying who was at the meeting. I thought I heard Lally, but then she says Lally wasn't there, but I could be wrong.
I didn't. I have to go back and hear it again.
All right. If anybody watches it again, let me know.
Wow,
But,
that's microdot. My godness.
Hey,
I still got goosebumps over that, man. Just...
Okay, Remy. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Remy. You just said microdot. Lally was there in her first part of the video. He asked who was there. You know. So
and then she says he wasn't.
Right.
But again, Mike, here's a CD. You remember this? Nope, never seen it before in my life. Okay, forget about the CD. So, did it snow that day? Like, what happened to the CD?
Dude, this is crazy.
What was on it?
Remember we were talking about the chain of custody from the Sally Port?
Yes.
And then now they submit a motion. The defense submits a motion if they want to know the chain of custody, how it got to the DA's office. Good for us. Good for us.
I hope every person on that freaking paper is in hard cuffs.
Hey,
right.
Rather question. Why was Allie there? Why do you bring your?
Why do you exactly?
You know why? You know why?
She has to get the story straight. She's a weak link in this whole thing.
Dude, they are one person away from fucking folding.
Mike,
one person away from folding.
Already folded. What if there was a person that was in the house that we don't even know about yet?
Yeah.
Because they're in Witsack, right?
Right.
What about that person? Ship them off. You're out. Go.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I can't say for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure everything that person may have possibly remotely could have said is most likely true.
Yeah, we have to figure out how did Scanlon know so quickly, right?
It's just like that. And dude,
that's a red
put
flag.
His license on the line on that one.
Yeah, but he wouldn't sign an affidavit. But you know what? Doesn't mean he didn't go to Moakley.
Does he need to? Does he need to sign one?
No, not with Yeti. But he's not going to go to the state police because
no, you can't.
So he's going to go. You got to go to the Moakley building, right? How did they get the information? And they only got it. They tried to sneak it on her. They got it like 3 weeks prior, 2 weeks prior. And the prosecution was notified that we have this information. Then they started coaching her up.
Imagine this. What if they already watched and witnessed and saw the entire thing unfold in front of them? That they don't need Scanlon. They already know. They've already been investigating it. If they've been investigating the people with the Sandra Birchmore, it's the same people, Mike. So this happened in the scope of investigating that.
Yes, exactly. I know. So they filed a motion for all the Birchmore information. Now listen. So they extract Jen's phone, all the geolocation, all the
Mm-hmm.
texts. Garino never found the links, geolocation. He just kind of forgot about to give that over. We had to find it on our own, right? Seriously, think about it. Like,
Yeah.
who knew about stopping by 34 Fairview? Carrie Roberts was driving, it sounds like, right?
Yep.
I think there's more to her, a lot more to her actually than we think of, or we know about.
Carrie
Because
Roberts thing.
yeah,
Well,
we never cross-examined her. She never went to cross, dude. She never went to cross.
why?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well,
Because there's got to be a reason, Mike.
because she was crying up there. She was one of the first witnesses. She was
Yep.
good friends with John. They went to the prom together or formal
Right.
together in high school.
Okay.
I think Yannetti just kind of like, okay, you're not really important at this point. But as things evolved through this case and the TUI and more data was compiled, I think the story, there was a missing link, and I think she might be a linchpin in this thing. Well, because she puts Jen at Lank's house for an hour.
Yes.
It didn't say anything. And Jen and Carrie were never friends before this.
And then they spent all that time on the phone after, remember?
Yes, all day long on
Yep.
the 30th. All day long. All day long. 45 minutes. 10 minutes.
What did Carrie get out of this?
I don't know, dude. Why did she do this?
I don't.
That's the $1 million question. At what point do you say, dude, I'm
tapping out. Yeah, when bodies start dropping, I'm out.
I wasn't even at the party. I wasn't even drinking. I got a call from Karen, that morning. At what point do you say, as Carrie Roberts go, dude, I'm done? And I
wonder if Jen told Karen to call Carrie. Check with Carrie.
But Kurt was out drinking with John and Michael at CF McCarthy's, and then now Carrie's called in the morning. So you have both Roberts involved. Like, at what point do you just say, "Hey guys, like
Remy said, right? They could have threatened her.
Of course, of course.
Is that at the level to? I mean, boy, what do they got on her to threaten her to do? I mean, that's a big thing, Mike.
Kurt's out drinking with him at CF, but I'm not saying Kurt has anything to do with it.
Right? No. Right? No.
Kurt and Michael, great guys. They're all drinking with John, like they do every probably weekend or every other weekend together.
Mm-hmm.
Have a couple beers, whatever, right? John's daughter was John's nephew was good friends with Mike's son. They played baseball together.
Sports, sure.
Yeah, they went to the traveling league and represented. And so I get all that stuff, but why is Carrie going down I shouldn't say going down, but getting so deep involved and possibly a huge hole in the story? It's like, okay, what does she know? And I think Turtle Boy's alluded to the fact that
but if she cares about him that much, she's not gonna be part of his harm.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Like, that's the part that I don't see. If she cares for John, she's not going to be okay with anyone touching him or hurting him.
I understand the phone call from Karen. I understand going looking for him.
Yes.
After that point, I'm not talking to Jen anymore. I don't want to know what you're doing. Jen enwrapped Carrie into testifying in a story that never existed, but she didn't have a chance to get cross-examined at trial. But Jen coached her up, say this in the police report, say this.
Like, why would Jen include Carrie, though, right? I wonder if she needed another person to validate the story. So they grabbed Jen and they grabbed Carrie and they said, you guys are in charge of dealing with her.
I would love to be it's a great question, Tom. I just don't know.
Because I can't see Jen doing this. I can see Jen putting Carrie up to it. That way she's got very little responsibility. She's telling him everything. She said, we went here, we went there, we did this, we said that, so that she don't have to say a word. Right. Carrie's saying everything for her.
Yep. And backing up Jen's story too, as well. What happened. Yeah.
Oh, Yeah. Me and Mike were talking about that right there.
Sorry,
Is Monday a good time to do that with you?
I'm going to
Monday.
start you off Monday morning, buddy.
Yeah, Monday.
So I'm just having a hard time, like being a person raising a couple of kids. Everybody knows. People say, how do they know each other? Everybody knows everybody in this
Oh
fucking
God,
town.
yes. Of course they
It's,
do. Of course they do.
You know. So it's not surprising to me that Jen allegedly didn't know Michael Lank, but shows up because Carrie's daughter's friends with Mr. Lank's daughter, and
Mike,
that's what puts her there.
She didn't know Proctor either.
Yeah. And then gets caught in his house talking to his wife.
And then when she gets caught, then it was we were all getting embarrassed on the internet or something.
Yeah.
It's funny how all them sock accounts kind of disappeared recently. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Not that we don't know who's who.
It's so easy to fucking figure that shit. It's not even funny. They have no idea.
X loves giving out names.
They have no idea what kind of tools are available to you once you're being harassed.
Yep.
Yeah. What X will do. Yes. So no comment on that one.
Nope.
But just I think the more I think about Carrie Roberts and not getting cross-examined because we only know what happened on direct, right? They go through the whole video camera and all that stuff, and that was kind of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Carrie. She loved John. Good people. Kurt
hung
out with him drinking, right? You know, Kurt called John a pussy for not coming out, or John called Kurt a pussy. What kind of beers they were drinking, all that stuff, right?
Stuff like that, because that's this guy razzing guy, you know.
Right, and that's what I'm like. Okay, good people, right? I would never think that person would be sinister like that. Like, just how in the world you get up in the morning and understand what's going on in your life and think you're a good person, and understand like, hey, you know, I'm actually involved with this. I'm actually, you know, I'm actually part of this whole problem that's going on right now, right? Caught in several different positions.
So listen, back up.
Yeah.
Javier, new member. Thank you. Good morning, Kelly Reed.
Hey, Kelly.
So, Mike, when does Carrie Roberts enter the picture? Like, when does she become part of this? Like, who called her? Who woke her up at 5 a.m?
It was Karen.
Okay.
Because so Carrie and Jen didn't know each other.
Carrie Roberts and Jen McCabe, of course they knew each other.
No, not prior to this. Well, they probably knew each other, but didn't hang out. So Kurt Roberts,
they had to have. How do they all go out drinking and not know each other?
No, Kurt drank with John.
Carrie knows John.
Yeah, they went to high school together.
How do they not? How do they not know each other?
Kurt doesn't really hang out with the McCabe's. He knows them.
Okay.
And Carrie, I don't think Carrie was a big socializer, we'll call it, drinker or whatever you want to call it. But when John lived next door to them on, over Ponca Pond,
yeah.
But Jen McCabe was never over there. No.
But see, I was under the impression that Jen and Carrie both watched the kids, right? At separate times. And I know John went to prom with Carrie back in high school, so they would know each other back then. John knew Jen enough to watch the kids. So I don't see how that isn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how they're not connected somehow, some way, right? Yeah, Feed Media is doing a dynamite job. Have you seen anything they've been doing lately? Just like Microdots, but that they're doing great.
Yeah, I don't.
Here we go.
I'm trying to make a connection with Tom. No, they didn't know each other. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I read that somewhere, dude. I just read it in a report where they didn't know each other, but now here they are the next day hanging out together.
Right. Talking on the phone, right?
Jen needs to talk to Lank, but she can't do it over the phone. She wants to do it face to face. They don't know each other. Carrie.
So she's got to use Carrie to get to Lank.
There we go. Yep. And she do the Carrie. Yep.
Yep. So they use Carrie Roberts to get to Lank.
Yes.
And that's why Jen knew wasn't a problem giving her phone because she had. That's
telling you,
next
Pete.
level mean guy.
Right. So now Carrie's wrapped up in this stuff, and allegedly Carrie's
Listen,
daughter knew Langstar. That's the reason why they were there. And all of a sudden, it's an hour meeting. But don't forget, Carrie stopped by 34 Fairview and picked up Nicole and went to Lang's house too. So they went by 34 and then right over to, and then right to Lang's house. Carrie Roberts driving.
Because here's my thing, right? Is like I can't see Carrie being a stranger to Jen, who's in the front seat of her car with Karen in the back.
Right.
Because that's like awkward between awkward because Karen's not good friends with Jen. She's not good friends with Carrie, right?
Right.
I mean, and you're looking for her boyfriend. That's gotta be awkward right off the bat.
So Carrie stepped into it, man, big time. She's getting played hard. She got played hard. Now she isn't so deep. She's gonna lie to keep the lie together.
Well, it's easy because all we have to do is pull Carrie Roberts' cell records and match them up with the Jennifer McCabe's records or even Matt McCabe's records because they can't be too far off of numbers, right? They're not. They got to be sequential. Her numbers and his number got to be one number off.
Yeah. So you have all that data in the TUI. It's obviously in the TUI, but Garrido didn't look for it.
Right? Yeah, of course not on purpose.
So you had to figure out that the feds had it. And if you watch the video, you'll see that they knew it's better to talk face to face via the text. Okay, so getting over in front of Lang's house was probably the right thing to do. Yeah, Jen knew Carrie had. Oh yeah, Jen knew that he had dated Jo and was interested.
Yep.
Wow, and her husband's hanging out with John. John wouldn't have hit that. John wouldn't be around.
I don't think so.
No, I know his type. His type was Karen, that dirty blonde hair.
They're not. They're not. They're two different apples and oranges.
Types. Yeah, one's got a huge fat ass.
We know which one that is. It ain't Lank.
The other one doesn't have an ass.
All right, so it's easy. It's easy for Jen to use Carrie to get to what she wants and what does she need, which is to talk to Lank and find out what he's going to put in the report. Now, let's look at Lank's reports. Did Lank write any reports after that time? What time did they meet?
It was the next day. Yeah, I know. Sorry, RV. Yeah, right.
So it was the next day. So February 2nd, because she gave her phone over on the 3rd.
No, it was the 30th.
All right, so it was the 30th.
Right, or the next day.
The next day, so the 30th, right?
Yeah.
What reports did Lank write after the 30th? Or did what reports were amended?
So I have those in my sleuthy file, but it will take me too long to pull it up. But hey, go ahead. I was saying, well, what's the other microdots?
The other microdots?
But it might explain.
Can you handle another one? It's a lot, Mike.
I might explain a little bit more.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
So everybody, this is Mike. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I can't say enough about microdots. Really, you guys have to follow microdots. He does just the best work out there. All right, I'd be freaking out too if I was them. Think about it. They have all these talented people against them. All right.
Yeah. Think about the chain of custody.
There is no chain of custody, right?
Just that you're gonna see in this video coming up how crystal clear the video is of a car pulling up. The first letter of each. Oh yeah.
That's badass, dude. That's really awesome. You see this shirt that Aiden had with the crossword? That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. All right.
I'm gonna get my Julie Bagel one.
Oh yeah. I have your sweatshirt, by the way.
Oh, cool. Get it Friday. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah.
And everybody, we're selling sweatshirts for Amy. 100% proceeds go to my girl, Amy.
Yes.
Please wish her some quick healing. We wish her some quickness.
Yeah.
All right. So
this microdots video right here it's shorter, but it's badass.
All right, guys and gals. Here we go.
As the sky was lightening, Canton PD convened back to the crime scene to begin the first search. Notice there's only a few inches of snow on the ground. We see here that the weather conditions were initially favorable, though they began to deteriorate as the storm intensified throughout the day. 2 vehicles parked in the driveway appear to have not moved in a few hours, including Brian Albert's Ford Edge, which coincidentally itself is not blocked in, and by definition is the last vehicle to have moved into place. The third is the McCabe's 2020 Yukon XL, which Matt McCabe had just arrived in only minutes ago. The rest of the family and Brian Higgins will be here shortly after the police leave. Julie Albert will arrive soon to leave donuts and coffee inside of a car for Brian Jr. An obvious excuse manufactured as the reason she came to the home, to deny knowledge that John was dead at 4:55 a.m., as she told police. We see Canton Officer Michael Lank exit his 2015 Toyota Tacoma pickup and walk towards the crime scene. He is a childhood friend of the Alberts and has helped them out before.
We grabbed some crime scene tape. I wrapped it around probably the flagpole, tree, and cruiser. It was hard to keep up just because the wind was blowing at such a good rate.
The top wind speed during the morning search was 28 miles per hour. Considered a strong breeze by the National Weather Service. This video was captured during the search, and the conditions were neither too windy nor too snowy to hang yellow tape, which is designed to withstand various types of extreme weather, especially high wind and moisture. With the addition of one object, the scene could have been easily secured. But Brian didn't want any attention. Lucky's plow passes by once again, providing us with an excellent perspective to assess the height of his towering truck.
And it's up high. The seat is raised.
Despite plenty of daylight, minimal snow accumulation, and only a strong breeze, the officers located exactly 0 pieces of shattered taillight glass. Canton PD's work is complete. Together, they drive back to the police station with 6 solo cups containing blood and the broken cocktail glass, packed into 2 unsealed brown paper shopping bags. Leaving the crime scene unsecured, free for anyone to contaminate it, like nothing ever happened. Meanwhile, all the main players are returning to the home for an emergency family meeting. The Canton police are relieved of their duties as the Massachusetts State Police assume jurisdiction over the case. Inside the Alberts' kitchen, Jen tells them everything that's transpired so far, then shares an idea.
When she first called me, we were driving in the car. We were at John's house. It was like, did I hit him? Could I have hit him? Is he dead? Is he dead? I have a cracked tail light. There was a crack in it.
This is good. No, it's better than good. It's perfect. But there has to be a direct physical link to Karen for it to be cut and dry. Or else they may suspect us. We need to find the SUV and get it back to the Sally Port before the state police search. I'll call him back now.
So you see how clear that camera was, right?
Crystal. Right here,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Mike, watch. Right, you ready?
Yep.
But there has to be a direct physical...
The camera. This is perfect.
That's a dashboard camera, but you know the camera's right up here, and once you go inside, it's you know the lighting's fine, everything's fine. They're saying it was inverted. Get the fuck out of here.
There's the dummy they used, right?
Yeah. And so door four is right back behind us on the left.
Over to the left.
Yeah, over there, I think.
Karen for it to be cut.
Watch when the wiper moves.
There's the Canton police car right there on your left.
Right to the left, yep.
Yeah.
Or else they may suspect us.
So now you invert it. If you invert it, you're looking back behind out the rear view mirror of the cruiser right now. That's door 4. There's 3. Behind you is going to be 4. So it was completely flipped around. You follow me?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I hear you.
You're looking at 3, but if you turn around, 4 is going to shut behind them, right? Now it comes in the reverse way on the other Sally Port video. You have 4 behind you, but the car's facing the same way this car's facing. So fucking crazy, man. It was mirrored. Yep. This proves even more that it was inverted by looking at this.
Yes.
Because if that was the case, you would have a video looking at 3, not at 4 all the time.
See my camera?
Right.
Is it switching on the screen?
No.
Okay. See my screen now? Let me stop that. Watch.
People ask me how hard it was for me to first cover because I played basketball with John. It's difficult, man. I think about it every day, but you know, it's reality is this. You got to go forward, and whatever I can do by doing this is therapeutic for me. Believe it or not.
Fishing, people don't realize what fishing does to people. It shuts their brain right down. Focuses right on what you're doing.
Yeah, talking about it, just talking about different things, going to these things for pizza and stuff. That it helps. Believe it or not, you know. I do see a therapist. Obviously, I have before even John, stuff like that. But but
this case has messed me up too. I mean, I've been through the ringer a couple times here.
I can't believe. Well, talk about my life and my regular everyday problems. Like, imagine being someone on the other side involved with this in the cover up and how they actually deal with life. How do you go to Christmas and Thanksgivings and birthday parties and try to be a real person in life?
Every second could be your last second of freedom, Mike.
Right.
That's how bad they're gonna get spanked.
It's horrible, man. Horrible. So I'd rather listen to a therapist than a couple of guys in a bar room or my brother or whoever. I can talk to a professional.
The problem with the therapists that I have is they don't give you the feedback you're looking for, right? You're looking for some answers, and they just like, yeah, dude, you're screwed. I don't know what to say. So, but yeah, I mean, this case has really taken a lot out of people.
Oh, there's been rumors of people in the family that have got checked into, hey,
yeah.
Trust me.
However, whatever you need to do to get you back on straight, I don't care. That none of it matters. It's like I don't care.
Young kid, Allie, pick Allie up. All right, here she is in college. She got brought to the DA's office by her mother. Got picked up somebody allegedly. Her name's all over this case.
It's everywhere.
Maybe she lied on the stand. I mean, and because of her mother.
And then they must have figured out that she said something that she shouldn't have because she made Tristan. Well, however, but Tristan left the stand and went and engaged to Caitlin. Like there must have been something there for him because now they can't testify against each other.
Right.
So something must have clicked, unclicked.
Oh, man.
But now listen. Now they're getting married on the basis of doing it so they don't got to testify against each other.
Yeah, I know.
That's marriage made in heaven.
I knew a guy like that. I was like, why'd you remarry your first wife again?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's a long story. and it wasn't a happy marriage. Like they lived in 2 separate houses. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this all out. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He was a fucking funny bastard. He's a part owner of the Fish Bones restaurant in Quincy Marina. And I tell you, that place was crazy. Yeah.
I mean, how are they even? They gotta justify what they're doing somehow, right?
Right.
They have to say that we did it for a good reason, or this is really gonna be something on them. I'm glad it's not me.
I couldn't do it, dude. I have no room in my heart for that stuff. To live like that, you would look at how much one of the Alberts, Chris Albert's wife is aged. Holy shit!
Listen, I can see it on all of them, Mike. All of them,
like
right?
No way, man. Imagine like like
it ain't worth it. Mike, just think of the weight on their shoulders, right? Think of what's on Farwell's shoulders. Jesus Christ, that guy. Think of what he's carrying with him.
He might be unloading some of that.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
He's been carrying that for 3 years, and he knew he was going to get arrested.
I'd be like,
why he had his kid with him. He brought his kid as protection, just like Jen McCabe bringing her kid in front of her, bringing her with her for protection.
I'd be like Cat Williams. I'm going to tell. If anything goes crazy in here, I'm going to tell on all y'all. Be straight up with it, But hey,
Mike, it couldn't have been that bad of a storm if Allie was able to see a dog, get the dog, and return the dog. So it couldn't have been that bad if that's what happened.
She returned didn't she go to Canton PD?
She found a dog.
And she brought it to Canton PD, right? So
that's bizarre, dude. Bizarre.
So, but who else could have been in Canton PD, maybe in Higginson's vehicle when they left?
Maybe they took the Jeep with them.
Maybe. Who knows, man? We're all going to find out. All we know is that a lot of people get caught in the stand lying, man. A lot of people.
And if we've said anything that is true, for example, we'll find out. You know how we find out? You go on Twitter and you see how much nastiness there is about you. That's how you know that you're over the target. And that's how you know that you've said something that they don't like. Because they will absolutely, the people on the other side are evil, nasty, dirty, bad people. So, you kind of got to deal with them in a way, so.
Well, that's something again. That's a good point. People stay together for, the wrong reasons, like the kids and stuff.
Yep. He's right on the money again. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Jess, by the way, Jess, just so you know, that thing you talked about is actually being worked on as we speak. So
what thing you talk right here?
No,
can't talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, no, all right.
It's a good thing. Jess knows because she was there the whole time with me. So figure it out.
Right.
But yeah, so tomorrow, everybody heads up. Tomorrow, let's go back to that. There's 3 more people here. Tomorrow we're gonna do lunch. If you want pizza, come on down to a place called Deanne's. DANNES. Deanne's. It's in Abington.
Get it down the bottom of the page, maybe.
Yep, I can do that. It's it's a sports bar.
We're gonna do a live stream.
Yep, we'll do a live stream from there. It's right in Abington at the intersection of 58 and 27. 58 and 123. I'll get a picture of it.
Maybe Scott McGinnis will show up.
I'll buy him a pizza if he does.
Oh, right. Look at this place. Oh,
that's the ends.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been there.
There's the pizza.
Oh, go back to the pizza again. Oh, yeah. They get the small bar pizzas.
Yeah. Great pizza. Good. So if you come tomorrow, get your pizza. 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Yeah. So people are asking, like, where's the video of Allie going to Canton PD with the dog?
Right. Where's that? With the dog.
She says she went there, right? Maybe she didn't. It's a reason for her to be driving in that area for something. It's just shady. Like, so was it Link 360 works sometimes, doesn't work. So, according to Gemma Cabe, she's the new Apple analyst that tells you what's going on in the world with Apple. You get a question, but it comes down to Garino not looking for it.
Exactly. Not that it wasn't there.
Just to
right?
look for it. Yeah,
It just never looked for it.
And then how do you explain the missing 42 minutes from the Sally Port? All right. How do you miss the ring video missing of exculpatory evidence of her coming back or her leaving again, or whatever it might be? So the picture I gave you too gives you a couple days prior to the snow, or maybe it's in the fall.
Mike, all those things are true. They're one way or the other. We can say, look at this, look at that, look at that. I think on Monday, we need to make a list. Okay, I'm gonna start Monday. I got a blank piece of paper. Make a list of all the things that just can't happen. Like
shouldn't have happened or
shouldn't or couldn't have happened. We make a list, and we can take this list and we can put it online and we can get it to Karen's lawyers so they can look at it. Boom. Yeah, we talked about that. We'll talk about this. We got this. We got, oh, look at this. All the specific facts that we can put down on a piece of paper that just don't make sense.
Well, I can tell you something that's been bothering me, not bothering, but getting my mind working is the motion to get all the records for the Birchmore communications. Because of Farwell.
Same exact officer. Isn't that weird?
And because of the Canton PD players involved, Lank, Kevin Albert, Trooper Dunn.
She was found in Canton.
Right. She was from Stone.
Lank was there again. Wasn't Lank there?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
So all those communications about, between the DA and the Canton PD and the state PD, because it's the same players.
Mike, when Lank goes there, Lank's got to write a report about what he saw when he walked in.
Yep. All four reports are different.
Well, that can't be.
Well, it was. All four of them could not describe what was around her ligature, around her neck. Could not, one said it was a string, one said it was a belt, another person said it was a rope. All four are wrong. But still, you know what I mean? Country girl. Yeah, Great Britain. I love it, man.
Wow.
Date, lumpy oatmeal. Thank you for
so,
it's just crazy. So that in itself, like, why are they doing that? Why are they getting emotion to get that information about Birchmore and the communications? First of all, Garino's number one. Fanning, who had the interview with Farwell, how that went in a parking lot, right? You have Fanning part of the jury protection group, wherever that was.
Listen, I'm a propeller head too. I have issues with what was done also. I totally, yeah.
I know a good, cool. That's awesome.
And
to know.
And the 3 flights of stairs, the equipment that's in a phone does not make a speed bump into a stair or a flight of stairs, because the phone went up and down 3 flights, not 3 stairs, not 3 steps, 3 flights of stairs. There's no mistaking that. And there you go again, right? Where are all of the correspondence that John sent Kevin Albert at the Canton Police Department for his investigation that he had on his Ring camera footage that is now deleted?
So it's just interesting that the Canton PD again, yeah. There's not. It makes
a flight of stairs is a flight of stairs. It's not a step. It's a flight.
So people think, oh, it's a pedometer. It's a phone that actually does it, right?
It's more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But the whole Birchmore, how it's actually on paper now in a file motion.
They
to
brought her
record.
name into this, Mike. You're correct. They brought in
Yeah.
a completely separate double homicide
Yep.
into this
Right.
case.
And all the same place. And now we have a killer in a federal prison that's getting his what are they motions pushed back another 30 days, pushed back another 30 days. So interesting. Has my clone account been seen anywhere since Saturday's turtles? I'm waiting to reappear again.
And let me say something too. The amount of nonsense and the amount of time that the other side's wasting on cloning Scott McGinnis's name or being another turtle boy or whatever. The amount of time that the other side spends on just cutting us down is staggering, Mike. They got to have like 3 shifts going 24 hours a day working on all the bullshit that they just throw at us, you know, just by us being out there. And don't get me wrong, by me stepping out there, I know I'm putting myself out there. Like, that goes without saying. I get that part. But man, the work that goes into
disinformation, yeah.
It's you know, it shows how like they're breaking, Mike. They're really stroking out.
The other thing about the Birchmore case is that Gallagher was involved with that. He was the lieutenant back in Canton, right? He really pushed for the unalived. You know what I mean? Not the,
okay. So it wasn't by her, or did he say it was her? He was pushing for her doing it.
Yes. So guess who makes the most money the following year?
Gallagher.
$347,000, right? Or $327. You know what I mean? That just so again, Tom, back to your point from way back when, money, right?
All money.
You know, so he did something, signed off on something where he handed it over to the state police. See, when my officers arrived there, all their reports are, perfect. Kevin Albert was there, and now someone just said in the chat, and you're right, I remember seeing this, is that some of the officers that showed up, just the regular patrol officers, wouldn't sign off in some of the statements because they knew it was incorrect. It was incorrect.
Listen, Gallagher left the freaking dispatch desk, got in a cruiser.
That was good.
In the middle of this freaking epic, godforsaken snowstorm that we couldn't even walk through. But no, he drives his cruiser to 34 Fairview.
That was good.
Takes over everything. Was it Sergeant Good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, but still, he left. He left the dispatch desk.
He did. He
got in the
dispatch home.
Left there and then went to the scene.
Yeah, and
he never wrote a report.
I know.
Mike,
crazy dude.
He can't leave his post. That's like part of the rules. If you're at the desk, you don't leave the desk until someone says you go. You're all right. I was instructed at this time to leave by so and so.
Yeah. So you mean so Raph was told to go by either the dispatch or Goody, and then Goody inserted himself. Yes.
Yep. And that's what I'm getting at. He put himself there, right? He wasn't just sitting back letting everything happen, right? Just I'll answer the phone on 911. No.
Yeah,
no. He was involved in this.
Oh yeah. He knew about the drinking snow party, like the party, the storm party, he called it. You know what I mean? Oh, even Jen called him, it's fucking nuts, dude. This whole thing.
So the cops knew there was a drinking party at the house, and a guy ends up on the front lawn and they don't do nothing about it?
That's right.
And they're getting paid, wait a minute, $327 a year?
That's for the Birchmore. That was for Birchmore, dude. That was because he signed off on the Birchmore.
This has got to be another friggin' $100,000 bump in pay if he's getting the friggin' John O'Keefe too,
Well, Lank went to lieutenant, right? Detective lieutenant.
So Lank got promoted, but he's not supposed to be promoted. No, Mike, you're wrong. You can't promote him. It's in the lawsuit.
You wrong. He got promoted to lieutenant. So
Again? Wait a minute.
yeah, he was sergeant. So you remember he got promoted to sergeant. He's never supposed to get promoted again. We get promoted to lieutenant. And guess who's at the town hall meeting in the front row on film as he's getting pinned with the badge by his, I don't know who it was.
Short and shiny guy, right?
Higgins. Is sitting right there watching it happen. Like, this was part of the plan. You do this, I'm going to get you the $100,000 raise. You know what I mean? I'm going to get you the pension. Everything's going to go. Just stick with the story. All right. Now, again, you're in a locker room with a bunch of guys. You're all the same team. Some are going to play that way. Some are going to say, I'm out. Right. Well, the ones that are out, they're gone, dude. They're like, look at Nuttall.
People ceases. I don't want to, and they bail, don't they? They say, I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm out. Right.
That's right.
And they don't have to be part of it. They just have to know about it. Because again, if they're a police officer and they work in Canton, they can't just walk in and say, hey, chief, you're under arrest. It doesn't happen like that. So what do? Your hands are tied. And if you put the Canton uniform on, right, as a police officer, and these other Canton cops are bad, does it matter? You're putting the same uniform on.
No.
So, the average person walking by doesn't know that's the one that was having affairs with Sandra, or that's the one that is innocent. It's nothing to do with it. Doesn't matter because it's the same uniform. You're associated. Yeah. That's right. You're it. It's horrible, man. It's a shame what they have. I want to say they I don't say they sexualized her, but I'm pretty sure that they abused the poor girl. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, mentally, physically, emotionally. And she didn't deserve that. She just wanted a baby. That's it. Yeah, and she was promised the baby, but then she started talking about all the money it's going to cost them. That's what it came down to again, Tommy. I'm not going to say if she didn't ask for the money, because I don't know if that's the question, but he says it's going to cost you $4,000 a month, and he was like, "That's $48,000 a year." That's an awful expensive 2 minutes, buddy. And so I think the plan. I mean, she babysat for his kids while his parents while him and his wife went out to dinner. Yeah, Mike, and then I'll take her home. Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah, and she was like, 17 at the time? So anyway, no, she wasn't even that. She was younger. Okay. That's even sicker. But to have a motion filed by the defense, Karen Reed's team, to ask for all the Birchmore stuff. There's a couple things. You got Garino's mishaps and all that. Right. Canton PD's mishaps and all that. And then you have the state police mishap. You got Dunn. Dunn's a big player in all this. Yeah. You got Fanning again involved in all this. And now you had Fanning watching the jury, and even though he wasn't involved with 34, he kind of was. He knew what was going on. And he did that stellar investigation with Sandra. Yeah, fucking crazy shit, dude. But it's just good that they're taking notice of what happened. We've been talking about it for a year. These are all people have been saying these are linked. We know it has to be, right? We say that all the standouts. But now here's the defense for Karen Reed going, you're fucking right. Give me it. I want it all. It's relevant. And it happened almost a year to the day. Almost like it's some freaking ritual they do or whatever. Crazy shit, dude. And, it ain't right. The Casey was done in December of the Christmas Eve. Yep. Remember that a couple of years prior to that? So it's like every year. To have Gallagher's name pop up again. Not just Gallagher. We got Gallagher. We got Lang. Yeah, I know. Kevin Albert. These are players. Then you have Albert involved in trying to set up meetings with the fire department girl. You could use our. Why are you even doing that, Kevin? It's a murder investigation. Why are you even including yourself into your brother's front lawn? Bingo. And they were already conflicted out, right? Right. Mike, They were conflicted before they touched the evidence on the ground, the blood. Remember they took the blood in the cups and soil cups? They were conflicted prior to that. They should never have touched it. They should have left it exactly where it was for the state police. But nope, they didn't. And there's no freaking marks. Like from the fire hydrant to here is this distance. From here to the blood drop is that distance. I don't see any of those measurements. Even after the fact, they didn't come out and do them, Mike.
State police, you're right. They didn't do anything. And Proctor never went to the fucking went to the crime scene or the scene.
And he's already going in and he's freaking grabbing the vehicle. Why?
Because of that meeting they had this morning, the friends and family meeting, he was directed by someone above him
to go get the car. Him and Buchanan. So there's two of them there that knew what was going on.
And they drive down in Buchanan's personal vehicle with no dash cam that followed behind the towed vehicle.
Yeah,
because it could have been exculpatory, or it was exculpatory video. They knew that.
And they both have phones and they have cameras in their phones, and yet there's not a picture. Right? Show me the picture.
You have Officer Barrows, who showed up, walked right by the vehicle, said, "I saw a crack." He didn't lie; it was cracked. We know it's cracked.
No,
back to the vehicle. It all lines up. When the truth is on your side, you don't have to bullshit anybody. How are you going to get a police officer from Dighton to go in on this? You're not, right? He has nothing to do with this. He's not going to.
No, he doesn't.
Right? So he's saying, "Yeah, I saw it was a crack. If that helps you or hurts you, I don't care. It's what I saw." Right? He's not lying. But no, we take our personal truck down because we know it's going to be cracked as soon as we get back to Canton. Okay?
So Officer Barrows, right?
Yeah.
He is somebody we need to look at.
I got his testimony on my phone.
Yeah.
What he says. And he...
You would think, because with his testimony, if you want to believe police officers, right? Believe this guy. And
people are saying they should have dug more on the cross with him because he was itching to talk. He wanted more. He wasn't up there long on direct or cross.
And that's kind of, I figured that was game, set, match, right? The guy gets up, says, no, it was cracked. We know these guys are out to get Karen, and they took a crowbar to it.
Would understand that the jury would be like, okay, it was just cracked at this time.
Exactly.
Right?
So how do they discount his testimony then? That says
so you have Karen leaving at 5:08 in the morning. It's not cracked, or it's cracked coming down the driveway. She just hit John's car, right?
Yep.
And then they come back to the house with Jen and Carrie. They walk right by it. No one stops and points it out and says it's cracked. Right?
Exactly.
Then he leaves with her father at like say 10:30 in the morning because she feels uncomfortable at the O'Keefe South.
Because it's a bad scene. Yep.
Still no one saying it's smashed or anything like it was at the Canton PD office. Drives home. Her dad drives the vehicle home. She texts Higgins and says John's dead. Fucking crickets.
No response.
Yeah,
text to Higgins. That is also something.
4 hours later, at 4 o'clock, the car's towed to Canton, and now it's smashed. No, Barrow says it's cracked when he goes there to help state police.
Yep.
Because that's the call they have to make. Gets on the tow truck. It's cracked. Buchanan's in his pickup truck, driving with Proctor in the car. No dashboard cam, so you can't see behind it. And all of a sudden, those minutes from pulling into the fucking Sally Port are all gone. Right. And then we get an inverted video and the car smashed now. We have people all around that side of the vehicle, short and shiny, Buchanan, Proctor, Chief Raffi walks in on one side at one time. There's another guy with a broom pushing snow around. And we are missing 40 minutes of that video right there. Okay. What happened in those 40 minutes?
Mike.
And all of a sudden we get a year and a half later, we get reports of Higgins talking on the phone at 1:30 in the morning. We have the back parking lot view. So someone has the whole time.
What do you notice about that?
That right there?
What do you notice?
It's not that snowy. I can't tell.
What else? What else you notice?
There's cars in the middle of the parking lot.
Those personal cars. These people that are working.
All right.
These are undercover cars.
The plow truck. Yep.
The lot's plowed.
Yeah.
They've stayed on top of this. So where is the video of her vehicle that's parked? Because the ramp truck comes, takes the car off. Then they put the car somewhere here, right?
Yeah, you see see the tire marks right there? If they, it looks like there might be some kind of, right, he just pull, any tow truck would just find the easiest place to drop it.
Yeah. But
they're not going to try to
watch the lot. You ready? It's plowed, except the very beginning here, but that's all. See the swipe in it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
And
There's
the plow truck there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is good.
They've already cleaned the back lot. See it? It's all cleaned.
Nice. Yep.
So
he drops the Lexus there. They go in one side, back it out again, and go on another side, so they can do it.
Turn it around and do it right, based on the camera that's up there that's watching them.
But if you have to think that if they knew they had dashboard camera in their cars, of their cruisers.
Yeah, where was Higgins' car there? Show me Higgins' car.
I didn't see it.
Where was it parked? Let's account for every car in that parking lot, right?
Yeah, who is that plow truck parked way in the back there?
Yeah, that wasn't a Jeep, was it?
I couldn't tell.
Not a Jeep, it's a truck. Let me show you guys. But yeah, we should be able to account for every person's vehicle at that time. That's not a Jeep, is it?
No.
That's a truck. That's a pickup truck. That's a pickup truck. That's a pickup truck. That's a car.
It's a Ford Focus.
Yep. So these are the undercovers, I think.
Whatever.
But the back lot's cleaned, Mike. So it's not like there's 3 feet of snow and you can't get around.
No,
that's not the case here.
Well, so this is at 7:30 in the morning, or around there, right? So yeah, because John has already gone to Brockton. Then they had to either put tape up and secure the scene, but they got told to stand down because no one wants any attention to the lawn. Brian Albert probably did that.
Yep.
And now it's opened for public. You see in the video, there's a white GMC Suburban driving by as the crime scene investigation is going on. Now, it's not even a state. Now, once it's called at 7:50, John's pronounced dead at 7:50. The state police should be down at 34 Fairview with tape, with a cruiser protecting the scene, and everything else.
Yes.
I know. That's horrible. I know.
It's bad that we can even say that, Mike. It's horrible. It's a murder trial, buddy. This should not be happening. Right?
It's so sketchy. It's so bad and so obvious to anybody that I can't believe the people aren't going to jail yet. The contradictions, the stories, the stories change, the timelines change, the 3-point turn, they try to change it around. She's backing up 24 miles an hour, 60 feet. There's no skid marks on the lawn. You would fly up on that lawn.
Oh my God, yeah. Yep.
Come on. Jesus Christ, man.
All right. Let's have some fun here.
All right.
Ready? Ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
John was there, so he was not at the house when John was there, so he was not at the house when John was there, so he was not at the house when John was there, so
the microdots video, right?
Yeah. Yep. How does Hank gonna combat all this stuff? Like, how's he gonna get around this?
He's got so much to get over too, Mike. He really does.
What? Like, how are we gonna get the ARCA guys out of the? How are you gonna get them not to testify? You have your own person that's gonna testify. There's a prosecution, and you can't. Oh, you don't want ARCA in there because they're too good? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Bingo. The ARCA doesn't help your case in any way. They have to get rid of them. They have to. Yeah. Oh, I saw this. Goat Boy. Man, what?
Yeah. He's a good friend of John's.
Prosecution witness Trooper Michael Proctor sent a text message to Assistant District Attorney Adam Lally that stated, yeah, didn't watch asshole Jackson's closing for good reason. Like all of us, the anticipation and anxiety of the verdict has us all on edge. Mike's on edge. He's on edge, Mike.
Yeah, dude, because he's guilty as fuck. There's Turtle Boy. Yeah, so I know you look at this is part of the audit for Canton. McCarthy, you know, it's fucking I wonder how Kathleen's doing. I know she had cancer. Yeah, Proctor's supposed to be Healy's driver. This is right before Turtle Boy went away. He got arrested and put in jail for 60 days. This was on his fridge, and people took photos of it. Yeah, and it got leaked. Oh yeah, Hillside, feds are involved. 45,000 a year. So it's like there's a payoff going on. You don't pay a one-time payoff to somebody to bury something.
Right.
You pay them for years. You pay them $45,000 a year. You know.
I got people into the event.
That was the event down at in Quincy at that place that was outside.
Yes. Yeah. Riggio came looking for
documents.
Woman agent.
So the moving agent is the FBI agent that's looking into it.
What's this Muse thing?
I don't know if they're talking about they're going to use somebody as a muse and someone's a moron. I don't know what that means. You're either on the team or not. Is either you're with us or you're not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. That's some serious stuff, Mike.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense, man. And the taillight being there with the cruisers in the morning when they found the blood.
Right.
So you have to have some blood seeps to the bottom. So you actually had to find the blood, right? You would have seen 45 pieces of red taillight. Without a doubt.
I'm happy that this is happening. That's what I say. That's a dumb. I believe in that. I believe if you match them up, they're gonna match. Telling you right now, her tail light and his rear wiper, they're gonna match up. I'm telling you.
Muse could be a last name. I don't know what that what would have to do with the audit, or is he a player and all this? I have no idea. When I first found out about the audit, I'm like, okay, it's a straightforward audit. There shouldn't be a committee. Do we need a pickleball committee? I mean,
we do.
Yeah, see, that doesn't even close, dude. Not even close. Go back up a little bit. Wait, not even close, dude. It's
no
not
way.
Even weird.
This is no.
Yeah, no bueno. No bueno. It's fucked up, man. These fucking people.
They destroyed her tail light.
Of course they did. And now it's out of the car. Oh, fuck me.
And you got Trooper Paul on it, right? Thank God, right? Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Why are they still getting texts from Mr. Proctor's phone in July?
Why are they nervous?
Well, how did they get that? Was it Tui? The case is still ongoing, right? So the case is still going all through the trial.
They were recording on July 1st. They were recording it.
They had him on the line, right? They had everybody on the line, dude. So now if you have Farwell, we'll just say he is, because a lot of federal prisoners that are going to go under the death penalty, if they can get that off the table, how many people rat out in the regular prison system if they're on the death row that can say something to save their life?
Anything. Right. Dude. Oh yeah. No, you get a point. They'll definitely scream bloody murder. Whatever you want them to say, they will. Just not.
Listen, they'll wave it in front of you. Hey, this is dude, Matt. You got this coming. You have 3 kids. What do you want to do? You're never going to see these people again, right?
No.
You're going to be
hopefully.
You're never going to see these people again. All we want to know is X, Y, and Z, and things are good, and then it's over. And they're going to pick which ones they want to know about Tully, Fanning, all right? Because then they can just work their way up the ladder and work their way down the ladder.
Right.
You don't have to start from the bottom and work their way up and try to get, you grab somebody mid-level that knows the whole deal, and they go up and down. Like, how much pressure can, Assistant District Attorney Blayland take? How much pressure can Crawford take?
She bailed. She left.
Yeah.
Beelan left.
They can still call her. There's a reason why she left. She had a good job. She had a maid there, And
Check this out.
The other thing I think about is how many people they've actually done this to.
Oh, yeah. The people without means that just take the plea. Oh, Mike, look at this. Watch this.
Was that a drill? Oh, God. So there's the snow. The car's already been in there. Right?
Proctor opens his case right here. Berkey reaches and grabs something and then walks away. Watch. He'll open his briefcase here. Takes it. What was it? Can't ask him. Yeah, this ain't. Yeah.
What is going on?
He had nothing in his hand when he walked up. Watch, he's got nothing in his hand.
Then where does he go after this?
He takes that from Proctor, whatever it is. What was it? Taillight fragments, possibly in a baggie.
The more I watch stuff like this, and the more it comes out, is fucking nuts, dude.
And again, we shouldn't be even having this conversation yet. Here we are looking at freaking film.
Like, how does this get into court? Like, do they get to show this in question? Obviously, you can't get Berkey, but like Mike Proctor, you're on the stand. Okay, what we handing to Mr. Berkey?
And he's gonna say he doesn't remember or whatever, right? Mike. Right. They lie on the stand. That's the problem too.
Right. But they have a text, or if they have something where they have, hey, so-and-so I gave that to so-and-so, or, we got to find out who these three other men that were at the scene when they found the taillight that no one knows anything about. And Walsh, the CERT team guy, he never wrote a report. You understand what I'm saying? Never wrote a report.
Mike, that's their job. Their job is to write reports. This is what I found on this date, at this time, at this place.
Right. Not one report about where they found it, how they found it, what officer actually found it on the CERT team, what time they found it, and what happened to it. There's no report. So where's the chain of custody for that one, for Walsh? When he finds it, who took it? What officer took it? Why didn't he write a report? That's the question I'm asking him. I get him back on the stand. Why? So you're telling me you found the evidence that puts Karen away, but you don't know who took it?
Yeah.
And where it went from there? You're the state police. Okay, why didn't you call the lead investigator, Proctor, to come get it? Or why did you call? Why is it back at Canton PD in the evidence room when it should be at the state police evidence room if it's a fucking murder case? Those are the things I want to know. Why was it held at Canton PD and not in Norfolk County District? The taillight. Why was it held there and not in Norfolk? Because you don't have evidence for the case in two different places, all in the same place, right? So why didn't Walsh write the report? Hey, the CERT team member, blah 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 blah, Mikey found this 3 inches from the sidewalk, 4 inches, deep, or whatever it was they want to say. And we took it into a plastic bag. Here's the picture of the camera. Here it is going to the Norfolk County District Attorney, but it went to Canton PD. Why did it go to Canton PD? Right?
Easy access.
But John's clothes were in the trunk of the car, and then went to Norfolk County District Attorney's office, right? Didn't go to Canton. Only the taillight went to Canton.
Yeah.
Ask yourself that question. Why did it go to Canton? Right? If they're conflicted out of this whole thing, why are they storing pieces of the taillight at Canton? They should have driven to the State Police Norfolk County District Attorney's office for their evidence room, not Canton PD's evidence room.
Mike, here's another thing. Judge Beverly Canone's brother passed away.
Yep.
The McCabe family
is my God.
Posting on the judge's brother's page.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're not close, right? Is that not a conflict of interest if there ever was? It's right there for you, right in front of you. That's conflict of interest.
So it said Judge Beverly's brother passed away. I met your dad. I met your dad. I don't know. Wow. May your dad rest in peace, but it's saying your brother passed away?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I think it's one for the father and one for the brother.
Okay.
I don't know. But McCabe family, nice.
He invited us to stay for dinner.
Boy,
wow.
You don't do that for people you don't know pretty good, right?
This is after the trial. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Okay. And she's not biased, right? No.
No, not at all. You know, no.
Right.
No.
All right. This whole fucking thing stinks, dude, man. Yeah.
Yep.
The whole thing stinks, man. I don't understand why the taillights were kept at Canton PD, right?
Again, it makes no reason. There's no reason, Mike.
Why? Another part of it is why was Karen's truck stored there? Why wasn't it taken to Middleborough or a state police barracks? Because
Milton,
it's not even anything to do with Canton anymore, right? So here's another question I got to ask: was any of the Birchmore evidence stored at Canton PD? Where was all that evidence?
Oh,
you know,
I don't know,
right? So a lot of things. That's why a lot of things don't make sense to me. But especially the taillight being stored in Canton, where it's a murder now, and they know it was a murder because John's passed, and Proctor already had told people it was a murder via text, and now the state police finds the taillight, but they store it at Canton. They don't want to store it at Norfolk County District Attorney's office, and then eventually it makes its way to Canton. But it takes a couple of days. You would want to bring the pieces of taillight that you find not from the CERT team to Canton, but to Norfolk County District Attorney's office, right? I have so much power. I have no idea.
Right. That's a whole nother question in itself. Look at this.
Keaton asking his niece. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. These people.
6 degrees, right, man? 6 degrees.
Right. So so you have all these evidence that's going in at the Canton PD with the, and they're taking pictures of the bags.
Yep.
And they remember they were writing the dates and the times on it, and thank God they took pictures of it because they were found like February 3rd. They found more pieces, someone driving by and put it in.
Right. The guy that couldn't see anything.
Right. Now was that kept at Canton or was that kept at Norfolk County?
It would probably have to go to the DA's office with everything else, like Scott says. It makes sense, right? They would want to. They would want to keep care, control, and custody over anything that can prove them otherwise.
Right. But
wow.
Did it?
Carla, thank you so much, Carla. Wow.
So, I'm trying to figure out,
Carla, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Carla. But why was Karen's car stated? Why did Karen's car stay at Canton PD?
They needed to take the taillight off of it, the pieces off of it, right?
But I'm asking you a loaded question. I apologize. Right?
Yeah, and
I know the answer to it.
It shouldn't. You don't bring it back to the scene of the crime. Ever. You're contaminating it. There's a potential for contamination. You don't do that. You keep them separate.
So
as far away as you can, actually.
So over a year later, Trooper Paul then takes the vehicle after the trial's over and tries to show Paul O'Keefe how it hit the taillight and cracked it. So did he put another taillight back in? Did he just go back it up and line it up? Whatever happened with that test? I want to know. I want the ring video. I want the ring video of that.
I wonder if we could buy a Lexus taillight on like eBay or something, right?
Of course you
can.
could.
And put it into a vehicle, Lexus, and try and break it, like back into something with it. Just the taillight. Not to damage the car, but to try and damage the taillight. See what it actually takes.
That's what they want to do in their motion. They want access to One Meadows. They want access to the vehicle.
Right.
And the Traverse, whatever it was. They want access to all that, and they're going to reconstruct it again. That's why I have a hard time thinking this is going to happen before April 1st, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And why wasn't there a Everett's? Yeah, I can go to Everett's and get one. Why wasn't there a line of broken taillights as she drove away? Like,
oh yeah.
Right, you hit the taillight explode. For example, the taillight hits them and explodes into a billion pieces, cuts them all up. But those pieces that exploded, like, they should have been everywhere, including when she drove away.
They should have been lodged inside in the taillight still.
Yeah,
I mean, they pried that thing open so bad to make it look so bad. I mean,
because they don't know screws from the back.
Yep. Do you have to really find 45 pieces? Do you really have to? I mean, think about the shotgun they had in their head. Like, all right, we got to do this, And then once it's all done and everything's all logged in, oh, we fucked up.
Oops.
We fucked up hard. So, and then the other thing is too, does the guy across the street, deputy chief, have Berkowitz driving by and seeing a piece of taillight in his car, stopping and picking it up? You don't have that video either?
He's got all sorts of video. The guy across the street. He's got 3 cameras looking at the scene, Mike. 3 of them directly at the scene.
Right. You mean to tell me he never went out there and walked the scene afterwards?
He made a phone call from inside the house to correct the address because he knew where John was. He looked at him outside the window. There's no way he couldn't have seen him, and he didn't come out to help.
Nope. But my point, days later, when they're finding all these pieces and other pieces and checking them into Canton PD, so the deputy chief didn't have video of that happening?
The deputy chief doesn't have video of anything happening.
Or do you think they had the pieces there the whole time and just dropped them off and said, I found these at so-and-so place? Or do you think Berkowitz should have called Norfolk County Attorney's Office and said, hey, guys, I'm sitting down there. I'll sit here with my lights on and just protect this area and of these pieces and come down here and collect them?
He should have called the DA's office, but he chose not to.
Because he's conflicted out, right?
That's right. And if they're conflicted, right? Why didn't he give them his video, all of it, even though it had nothing on it? So he says, but why didn't he give it to the state police if there was nothing on it?
So where's the dash cam video of Berkowitz pulling over on 34th Fairview to pick up the pieces?
Yeah, well, he was in his personal vehicle on his way home that he didn't need to go by. Did you realize, Mike, they were drinking. They were drinking all day long.
Yeah, I heard the road sodas,
all day, Mike. They were drinking the whole ride home. And you can just imagine what Higgins was saying. Rah, 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 that John, blah, blah, blah. I'll show him. And that ended up being at the freaking waterfall. You see, JFK did a waterfall reenactment. Where they were was not far away. That was a close. That was a very intimate and close one-on-one with Higgins and John when he was. That was close.
Oh yeah,
real close.
Yep.
So, I'm glad JFK did that.
They really pounded that, and they're fighters. They know the deal.
They know what's up. Yep.
You know what's up. But if someone back in the days,
that's how it works, man. We've been there.
There was no hey, what are you talking about, buddy? What do you mean? What's going on? He was trying to bang his girl. He's texting Karen in the bar.
And the text to Higgins, John is dead. No response.
Nothing.
0.
Not how, when, who, where, nothing. That's fucked up, dude. And you were just trying to hit on her 12 hours ago. You know what I mean? You were trying to hit on the girl 12 hours ago, and you don't respond.
The correct if he's listening, the correct answer would have been, I know.
The honest answer would have been, I know. Yeah. Or I
Because
heard.
at 7:30,
He was
you
drunk.
knew he had not. Yeah, you knew at 7:30, my friend.
Yeah, he was at the house. As soon as Kit and Petey left, he showed up for the friends and family kind of thing. Shortly thereafter, you know.
Yep.
It's
But yet,
fucking crazy.
yeah, that's a whole Higgins thing. So.
Yeah, and people Scott saying it's a lot closer than you think. And,
Yep.
you know, the guy in
He's
the
right.
band. Yeah, the guy in the band that's walking in between the guys. You know, he's cleaning
Yep.
up. What do you hear? What you know? You want to get? I don't care how tall the high tops are. Remember Lally?
Yeah.
How the chest high? That was all hide the ball stuff. You know. Hide
Yeah.
the ball
Well,
stuff.
let's look at something else. Don't look at this, but look at that. And he wasted everyone's time. He really did. He yeah.
So
Lally is just please stop.
He's complicit, dude. He
Yes.
knew.
Yep. And that's exactly why he dragged it out the way he did.
So how do they? So now that they have Proctor texting Lally, can they subpoena Lally's phone now?
I don't see how they can't. I don't see how they can't. I would.
Up,
I mean,
we haven't even seen the emails from the private burner from Meatball yet.
Not yet.
Those have been impounded, and Hank's going through those personally to make sure that we get the right ones and which ones are exculpatory or inculpatory, whatever. This is just fucking nuts. How is this working? Crazy, dude.
Hank is gonna age about 10 years when this case is done. You wait and see.
I figured out why he wanted to take this case. He wanted to convict Karen and then run for DA in 26.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I know, but that's probably what his thoughts were. I didn't watch the first trial. Let me see what I can do here. You know, pay me cheap money, but they're already over $1.50 for him, 150,000.
Listen, if that guy has to go through the trial and listen to Lally, then that's the best punishment you could ever ask for somebody, right? Is let someone listen to Lally, because man.
Do you think he's going to bring up a rumor again? Do you think he's going to try to put in their heads of the jury that Karen and Joe are breaking up and all this other stuff?
The Aruba thing, I don't see anything coming out of that because there's nothing there. It's like
waste of time.
It is. And here we are.
Do you think the defense is going to be shorthanded on their time this time around about how much they're limited to? I mean, they only called 6 witnesses. I think if I go up there, I'm going to call 60, and I'll back down from that.
I would fight for every single second that they could get.
Every stone.
Yep.
Every stone is not going to. This is just.
But the good news is we know who, we know Hank, and we know that the people that Karen has on her side, I wouldn't want anyone on her side against her. Put it that way. So I think she's got a really good team in front of her, and I think it's gonna show. I think we're gonna come out of this on top.
I mean, round 2 can only be better for the defense, right? Because you find out more, you get more of the TUI, you get more people coming forward. Like God, I mean, I say prayers for Carrie Roberts, man. What'd you do?
She's gonna need him. That poor girl, Mike.
She's
in a tough spot.
In for a pound, in for a penny, right?
She's in for all of it, my friend. All of it.
Yeah, part of that whole. Remember Peggy's Angels? Jen has them all out to dinner.
Yes.
All those women sitting around talking and making sure, like, and his Jen controlling the whole thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking crazy, man.
It's not crazy when you look at it exactly how it is. That's exactly what's going on, and it's a shame. However, they're adults. They've been through this before.
Yeah. What, the young jerks blocked you, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
You're an adult. I don't know what's going on.
But you know what? You don't see in my chat. You don't see anybody trashing anybody in my chat, do you? I'm not gonna just not gonna let them talk about it. Let people blow steam off. No, not gonna do it. This isn't the place to do that.
People say they should ask, Karen should hire a jury analysis. And yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not use every tool in your toolbox? I mean, you can. I know it costs money, but we don't care about the money. I'm just saying, if you can use every tool in your toolbox, why not use it?
Yeah,
you're
right.
Maybe they know. Maybe they know a question that they don't know. Maybe, it's like bringing on Bettero. How much? Yeah, okay. 5 heads are better than 4. Let's go.
No doubt. Yep.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you want bedroll, right? Absolutely.
Oh, man, that surprised the shit out of me, man.
And you have Hank. They're all against Hank. The guy can be good. He can be the next best thing. But when you have this many qualified, talented people, you ain't winning.
So you have to go outside of your own. No,
he's not taking Jackson's. I don't think he's taking Jackson's spot. Someone said something.
Oh, but here's the Norfolk County Attorney's Office. They have 61 ADAs hired that work out of that office. They go outside of that to hire somebody like this,
right?
Because no one wanted the case, or no one could do the case. And if you tell me that Lally's your best ADA in there, then you're in trouble. I mean, you have to set people up.
So all these people that work for the DA's office, they're all trying to find these facts that show Karen did this or Karen did that. I mean, I still haven't seen the 9 drinks.
Nope, I have not seen the receipt for it. I have a copy. I have a copy of the waterfall. Yeah,
I think you can find a receipt that shows there were 9 drinks purchased, but there were 8 people there. So yeah.
Do you think the ADA's office? The DA's office has got ADAs going through testimonies and looking at stuff.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. All right. So
absolutely.
Yeah, they get people behind the scenes working on the cases and stuff. And
well, it's kind of like Monday. We got like Officer Barrows, his testimony, right? The text to Higgins where Karen says John passed away and there's no response. Right. There's certain things like that we're doing to prove that Karen didn't do this. They're in the same boat, proving that she did. So it's us against them.
Right.
Mike, they got to prove somehow, some way that video that they submitted, that now is evidence, inverted video, they have to work with that.
I know.
Would you want to work with that? How do you explain that? What's going on?
When do you throw the towel in? Like, say, fuck, man, there's too much shit here. Right.
No towel. He's getting paid. He does. It's not his case.
But now you're wrapping
this is Lally's case. Don't get me wrong, dude. This is Lally's case. Hank Brennan is coming on to help Lally.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, Lally couldn't reach out. Yeah. So now you're bringing in the whole Birchmore case.
That's a whole nother window.
That is going to help prove.
Think of the reading. Yeah. Think of the reading that Hank Brennan has to do now.
Yeah. And now they can call call Blank up and say, Garino. Oh my goodness. Garino, buddy. Fanning, you're wrapped up into this now if the Birchmore gets involved.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, and he was involved with the jury. It just doesn't make sense to me. But
we're gonna find out, aren't we? We're gonna find out.
I'm a YouTuber. I don't know, but this is gonna be lit, dude. This is gonna be lit.
And so, again, April 1st is coming, like you read about. It's not stopping. Things are flying.
With so much discovery though, requests and they're busy. They're busy.
What do you think's gonna drop tomorrow? We know stuff drops on Fridays.
Yeah, parties to all pretrial conference reports tomorrow is due.
Okay. We don't even know if they certified. Remember the evidence that they were looking at before? It had to be certified. The video evidence. We don't know if that happened.
Right. So and then on the 18th they have evidentiary motions, voir dire hearings. I mean, I know they have an updated list going, but the 18th is supposed to be when they're going to voir dire the ACA If
Okay.
it gets that far. So
Yeah, good luck. Good luck proving they're not qualified. I want to see you do that. Really, dude.
But again, if you look at Brennan's strategy, he's not going to leave any stone unturned either. He's going to try everything.
No, and he's doing his job. He's doing his job. Yep.
Right.
But I mean, how do you fight that, Mike? How do you fight the ARCA guys?
I don't know how he's going to do that.
You've only been to school for 12 years. I mean, he's not qualified, right?
You graduated when you were 29?
Right. Yeah. You get your doctorate at 6. You ever know?
Hey, do you want to touch on tomorrow real quick before we sign off?
Yeah. Tomorrow, Deanne's in Abington. We're going to do a show in the morning. But tomorrow, Deanne's Abington want pizza. Come on down, grab one. It's on us. You pay for your own tab for the drink, but we'll buy the pizza.
What time?
12 o'clock, 12 to 2. And we'll
2,
do a little stream from there.
Yep, I'll be there.
They got Keno.
Mike will be there. Boston Mike will be there and live in person.
Get some pizza.
I don't do a lot of in live person show up. I'll be there. Yeah, because you know what? I'm going for the bar pizza. I want to try it.
Yep.
I like pizza. So
we
got that going on. All right. So are we going to go on tomorrow morning real quick for a little while?
Yeah. We're going for about an hour in the morning. Let people know that aren't here today. But yep.
All right, people.
Wonderful.
Chat. Thanks so much, Tom. I will talk to you
Queen's
later.
Closed. Yep. Talk to you in the morning.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. It's been a day already, huh? Longest 2 minutes of my life. I'm glad everyone's here. Please, that is for Amy. Please. Yeah, I got you, RVA. Got you. That's for Amy. She's still healing. I got you. Please pray for Amy because she's still got a road ahead of her. But thank God the choices that she made were the right choices, and she's gonna be okay. She's just sore right now, and I can only imagine. So, prayers for my girl Amy. Please thank all the mods. Thank you, Darcy. Thank all the mods. They make it happen. Thank Mike. Thank you guys for being here. Again, I mean, it's you guys that we do this for. So tomorrow we're gonna have some pizza. I figure you guys, a little pizza party for you guys. Come on down. Gonna have a bucket there. If you want to put money in for Karen, you can. It's up to you. They have Keno, great pizza, nice place, right in Abington, easy to get to. Deanna, we're good, my girl. Check. Yeah. So with that said, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. RVA, I'm going to send you an email in a minute. But yeah, you guys are awesome. You all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the morning. Bye, everybody.